Turkey is a beautiful country to look at as well as a great place to eat. All of these things, plus art, romance, being on two continents at once, history, culture and more, are in one small urban area. Turkey is a tourist's dream since it's cheap, has amazing food, has breathtaking scenery and has welcoming people. Istanbul will win your heart, whether you're here for work or pleasure. This is our list of the top 10 things that you can do while you're in Istanbul. Let's dig in and find out what kind of exciting experience you may have in Istanbul. Number 10. Whirling Dervish Ceremony. Founded in the city of Konya in the heart of Turkey, the Mevlevi order is an Islamic religious order. The organization was started by a Persian poet and Sufi mystic in the 13th century. Although they are better known by their nickname, the Whirling Dervishes, which comes from the ebbing and flowing of their dance at religious events like Semar. Semar is the Turkish word for the ceremony or show of the Whirling Dervishes. It's a popular place for tourists to visit in Istanbul. Tourists go to see the Whirling Dervishes because this ritual is so out of the ordinary. The show lasts only an hour. The Galata Mevlevi Museum hosts weekly performances of Semar on Sundays at 5 p.m. There are seats on all 8 sides of the little octagonal building, and there is a performance space in the middle. The maximum capacity is 300 people. This unique ceremony is a must experience when visiting Istanbul. Number 9. Turkish Hammam. A traditional Turkish bath is one of the nicest things to do in Istanbul and Turkey in general. An essential element of Turkish culture is the hammam, or Turkish bath. A hammam is an old Turkish bath that dates back to the Roman era. It's usually in a beautiful building in the shape of a dome. Since the 16th century, the Ottoman Empire has utilized it. It soothes your mind and body. It's a public bathhouse that doubles as a 30-minute steam room. The method begins with a quick soak in water and a brief rest on a warmed marble surface. To exfoliate dead skin cells, the attendants wash with black soap and a rough mitten. The session ends with a bubbly foam wash. Some hammams have separate men's and women's areas. Kilik Ali Pasha Hammami in Tofane is the most authentic hammam. Hotel Le Ottoman, Sultanahmet, Hagia Sophia, Harem Sultan Hammam are luxurious. Number 8. Explore Dolmabahce Palace. The Dolmabahce Palace was the final stamp of the Ottoman Empire on Istanbul. The inside and outside of this building, which rises on Bosphorus with torches of Western style, are equally stunning. During the time of the Ottomans, this beautiful place was a harbour where naval ships docked for celebrations. Later, the Sultan and his family made use of it as a royal garden. Additionally, the palace has various elements that recognize Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk also delivered his first speech to the people of Istanbul in the palace. Also, he breathed his last here in the royal residence. As a result, the name Dolmabahce Palace has a double meaning in the mind of Turks. Number 7. Enjoy Turkish cuisine. Istanbul enjoys food, and that's still more than fuel. It's an appreciation of society instead. Meals are festive, noisy, and usually shared. Over many years, the country's food has become better and more well-known than any historical collection. Turkish food isn't fancy due to its basic and authentic base. You'll eat plain meze, ascetic kebabs, unstructured salads, and fish sauce. Because items are in season, tastes burst in your mouth. Baklava and Turkish coffee are essential components of Turkish cuisine. Baklava is a sweet pastry. Every Turkish dinner ends with this delicious delight. Istanbul's best baklava is Karakoy Galulus. No matter how long the line is or how many flavors and fillings there are, you have to try baklava in Istanbul. Don't leave Istanbul without drinking the local specialty coffee. Come to Akali Kahve for classic Turkish cafe culture and Turkish blended coffees. On famous streets like Mim Kemal K and Atiye, you'll find the best Turkish restaurants and little cafes. Number 6. Basilica Cistern. We said finishing Istanbul's sites would be hard. Yerebatan Sarnıcı, also known as Basilica Cistern, is another iconic Istanbul building. Locals dubbed this structure the Pyramid because of its remarkable impression of infinite columns. Byzantine emperors didn't compromise on construction. The underground Basilica Cistern is close to Hagia Sophia. It has a haunting forest of columns, vaulted brick ceilings, carved Medusa head capitals, and ghostly carp that swim around. The Byzantine Cistern is one of the city's most popular tourist spots and a great example of how the city was designed and built in a new way. Just think, all of Istanbul's water needs are met right here. However, this cistern has supplied water to Istanbul for years. An upside-down Medusa statue awaits you among the pillars. This may sound haunting and mysterious. The gloomy underground atmosphere helps you avoid Istanbul's summer heat. Number 5. Climb Galata Tower. Do you know Hezarfen Ahmed Celebi's story? As per Ottoman traveller Evliya Çelebi's great work, Seyahatname, travelogue, Hezarfen Çelebi, who topped the Galata Tower to fulfill our wishes, flew down in 1632 and landed 3,558 meters away at Dogancilla in Üsküdar after crossing the Bosphorus. However, this story is based on mythology, and knowing the stories of the locations you'll visit is valuable. Now is your chance to see Istanbul from the tower's narrator's point of view. Istanbul has a love tale between two buildings, like all great cities: Galata and Maiden's Towers. Despite this story's sweetness, you must visit them to experience Istanbul's romance. Galata Tower offers breathtaking city views. Those who are early risers try to climb here to see the city wake up. You may see the city in a completely different light. Don't forget to pack your sneakers too. Number 4. The Blue Mosque. The Blue Mosque, which is also called the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, was built where the great palace of the Byzantine emperors used to be. The stunning blue tiles that cover the roof of the dome are the inspiration for the building's name. Huge hanging chandeliers send both light and shadow across the plush carpets and into the room, creating a peaceful blue atmosphere. In the midst of the hectic metropolis, this oasis of peace and beauty is a welcome respite. Most impressive is the view from the Hippodrome, where the Blue Mosque's domes and minarets tower over the Roman obelisk that line the area. Non-Muslims are welcome to visit the mosque, however, it is closed for 90 minutes each day during the Muslim prayer service. Number 3. Topkapi Palace. From Topkapi Palace, the Ottoman sultans were empowered for 400 years. If you're interested in Istanbul's history, this is a must-see. The Ottomans constructed Topkapi Palace on the hill above Constantinople's Acropolis of the Caesars to seal their glory. Since Mehmet the Conqueror, all Ottoman sultans have lived in Topkapi Palace. The empire's administrative, educational and cultural core was there. Baghdad and Revan pavilions, with their Iznik tile interiors, are must-sees. Frankly speaking, it's known for its storytelling, but it features an exhibition for Ottoman equipment, gems and antiques. The beautifully designed harem and circumcision chamber and Baghdad pavilion in the fourth courtyard with city views are not to be missed. Topkapi Palace was home to many sultans, courtiers and concubines. Tourists should visit Topkapi Palace to uncover amazing stories about Istanbul. Number 2. The Grand Bazar. After conquering the city in 1453, the Ottomans established the Grand Bazar. If you like shopping, the Grand Bazar features thousands of shops selling anything from Middle Eastern sandalwood perfumes to 24-karat gold, local wood carvings and traditional art. Soaps, spices, toys, trays, mats, clothes, bowls, baklava, masks and mascara are all available. There are shops selling everything possible, as well as plenty of goods nobody needs. Having thousands of shops means you'll probably get them, but that's the fun. Remember, you haven't left Istanbul yet. Moreover, prices are usually bloated, specifically for visitors, and most sellers will bargain. We suggest never paying more than half the asking amount. The Grand Bazar's constant activity is a great asset. Visit Kasi Kebap, where you'll see an elderly Turkish man flipping kebabs. Istanbul is great for snatching a table for lunch with other shop owners. If you like local items, then it's a must-do in Istanbul for you. Number 1. The Hagia Sophia. The Hagia Sophia Grand Mosque will mesmerize you. In the middle of the 6th century CE, Byzantine Roman Emperor Justinian built Hagia Sophia, the world's biggest church. It's a 537-year-old structure. It became a mosque after the Ottomans took it. In 1935, it became a museum, then a mosque again in 2020. This dynamic history at the core of great empires and religions make Hagia Sophia unique. Crusader inscriptions on handrails are paired with huge motifs bearing Allah's name. While its outside is impressive, the real wonder lies inside. It's one of Istanbul's most stunning sights. This should be your first stop if you want to experience Byzantine culture and be in a place where history never ends. Hagia Sophia is available to visitors 1 hour before and 30 minutes after prayer time. Daily prayer occurs 5 times, from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m., 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., and 3:30 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. Tourists can visit Hagia Sophia. It opens Fridays at 1:30 p.m. So that's it for today. We'll see you soon. Until then, stay safe and keep traveling.